Core system login in progress.
Alrighty, we are going to jump ahead. Going to create our negative Y version, and that is just so difficult. We're going to first of all rename this and put minus right there, and there's our negative Y. There's a lot of redundancy in this code because it is meant for a tutorial, it's meant for instruction, but you will notice that a lot of the time with the places especially, the only thing that differs between two of them, two different methods, is this one line right here. Take it as you will. In between, we are going to do the Z's next because that will give us some way to test the negative Y. As crazy as that sounds. So for the Z's, we want to do nugget count. Minus and plus the nugget count. So for the Y's, we went an entire level up or down because we're shooting down or shooting up. We're about to test the negative Y. But for the Z's, we're going either forward or backwards. So we should only go the length of a row to end up behind ourselves. Which sounds like some kind of surrealist movie from the 1970s. Alrighty. Let's get over here and test it. And on my material for this pre-selector, I had it set to albedo. I don't know why I done that. You want to have it set to metallic so it'll be transparent. So let's get down here. We're going to say place, and now it's kind of a wireframe. And there we go. Now you will notice some jumpy action if we have the actual chunk selected in the editor. And if you don't, it's very smooth. But I don't know if you can quite see this in the video, but with it selected, because all of our nuggets, however many we have, 8,192, Unity is literally looping through that, and you saw a big glitch right there. Unity is literally looping through all those in the editor. So it's a little bit more chunky when you have it selected. And also if you had this selected, it would still be a little bit more chunky. But our Z works, and there's our negative Y. It works. That's funny. It actually put one on the side from selecting too fast. Oh no, that's on the Z, so that does make sense. Now if we go underneath, we can see that we're not creating the bottoms because of course there's something under them. Kind of just a quick test that everything's working well. Let's go get our other methods. Okay, so for our other methods, we'll need negative x, negative z, positive x, positive z, negative x, positive z, and positive x, positive z. So just by coincidence right now, because of our z and because we're doing the check on the negative index, on the nugget index, this one is actually working. although I'm pointing at this side. We still need to go ahead and develop that method though, because it won't always do that. So I put one up here, and that's the positive Z actually. And there's a negative Z actually working. But none of our negative methods work. And of course, we do still need to develop the method for the positive X's. Let's get to it.
Access granted.
I can find Visual Studio. Let's get to it. So, because of the positive Z, negative Z thing that you just saw, where it was working when it shouldn't have been, we need to put our other four methods above everything. So the last things we want to check are the Z's. The next to last things are the Y's. We'll check our X's first. So first, let's do our negative Z's. And you know something? Let's just copy and paste, because that will work in this case, because the only thing that is different, or actually negative X, negative Z. The only thing different between these is the selection method right here, or the check method. So let's do this one first. Just cut it. And first of all, asked if it is C even. We're going to do one thing, and if it's not, we'll do another. Now, so if it is even, we're just going to start going backwards. If it's not even, we're going to go backwards by an entire row plus one, or minus one actually. Although it says plus. We're just taking more from it. And that's negative X, negative Z. Positive X, positive Z is very similar. So similar, we're just going to grab this, copy it, take it up here to it. Still going to do the minus, but we're going to do nugget count -1 this time. So we're not going to subtract so much, take so much out of it. So I'll grab one of these, put an else statement on that one. If norm X is less than 0, and norm Z is less than 0. Norm X is greater than 0, and norm Z is less than 0. Actually, that's this one. And this one we needed to change to double negative. Okay, so our entire back end should be good now. There we go. And now if you notice, our selector is off, is skewed. It's in between spots, but it's still putting it in the right place. And I'm selecting the same place and it's pushing it forward. So That's kind of goofy, but makes sense if you think about it long enough. We need to go down here I guess anything makes sense if you think about it long enough. And flip the 0 in the 0.4330.127. And now, there we go. Nope. There we go. But now we got to do front ones. So I'm not actually doing the front ones. So he's putting it still on the front there. Grab these two, change them into positive Z. We're going to go forward now. So grab this. Oh, wrong one. Hold on. And look right. Yeah, this one is plus plus now if it's not even. And this will be we're going forward, so it'll be positive. And now for the negative x, positive z. Actually, this one is, since it's on the same row, we'll be going that way. So if it is an even row, we are going forward a full row minus 1. And if it's not an even row, then it's on the same row, and therefore we're simply going to the previous nugget. Grab these two. And this time we're going to say greater. And I save. Always expect that little glitch from Unity after I save and I jump over too quickly. Now, there still are some crazy things in our code. If you notice, when I put it right here, it put it way over here. That's because we're only working with one chunk, and it's just calculating the row to the next row. So if we go to the seam, you'll notice actually calculated it one row back. So, kind of goofy, but we'll be working with multiple chunks soon enough where we will actually have to get the chunk and then get the nugget within the chunk, which isn't that much more work. We've already got all the math in place. All right, we're about to jump over to getting the inners done. So inners, I don't want this sitting on top of this nugget. I want it to select this nugget. That'll be for erasing the nugget, setting the material on the nugget, and getting the information for the nugget. So we'll do the material and the erase first, and then we have to add a canvas to add some controls to do the identify. That'll be the next video, next lesson. Hope to see you there. And if you're getting something out of this, subscribe, please. Thank you.